Hey everyone, welcome to 99.6 The Howl, the off-season sessions. For the uninitiated, this is an unedited YouTube vlog discussing everything Arizona Coyotes. And I woke up today so excited for the 2017-2018 season. Just, I don't know, it was in my mind all this morning. I gotta make a video. I gotta show you why I'm excited for this team this season, why you guys should be excited for this team this season. And all the eyes are going to be on the Vegas Knights. Carolina, they're getting good. But the Coyotes are going to fly under the radar. It's going to be so fun to watch. There's a number of reasons why this team is going to be so enjoyable. I'm going to start with the rookies coming in, Dylan Strome and Clayton Keller. This year's rookie class isn't like previous years. No McDavid, no Matthews, no Line. It's just going to be like top second line caliber players. And I think Keller and Strome are going to be 1 and 2 this season. Last season, you had Matthews and Nylander in top five, even throwing Marner there. So I think the Coyotes and Strome and Keller are going to be more the focus in terms of young players and rookies this year in the NHL. Some other reasons: for the first time in like 7, 8 years, there's going to be a new coach behind the bench in Rick Tocchet. He's coming off back-to-back Stanley Cup wins as an assistant in Pittsburgh. He's a young players coach. He's a very personable coach. He loves talking to young players and loves flourishing relationships with his players of all types, veterans too. So it's going to be interesting to watch a new coach enter the National Hockey League, a change of scenery. We saw the success of that last year in Ottawa, in Guy Boucher, and even John Tortorella in his first full season with Columbus. They were regular season monsters, machines. I think they won on a 10-game win streak last year. So a new coach, new blood, new philosophy in the team. Also, for the first time in so long, we got a new number one goalie. It's no more Mike Smith this year, which is unfortunate in my eyes, but a lot of you don't share the same opinion as me. I really love Smith and what he brought to the team, and he was one of the more standout players and lovable characters on the Coyotes in recent years. So we got Antti Raanta in net in his first season as a starter. Great backup numbers, very calm. His new mask looks awesome. And let's look at recent goalies who propelled their team, to the next step, as if you will. Cam Talbot in Edmonton, pushing that team to the second round of the playoffs. Edmonton is now talking about having a cup window, and last year we were just mocking them for being a terrible hockey team. It's funny how the world of sports changes on its head so quickly. Other goalies: Martin Jones in San Jose. San Jose was trending downwards, and they acquired Jones from Boston, originally LA, and they brought them so much more life, longevity to their players that they battled for a Stanley Cup 2 years ago and had a very dominant regular season last year. So Jones gained some life. This isn't a San Jose video vlog, but I think San Jose is going to have a rough year this season. Other young goalies, Grubauer is good. He holds his own when Holtby leaves. You give Holtby a rest. So Grubauer is a good young goalie too. I think on Columbus they had behind Bobrovsky they had Corpusalo. He played good. He was one of the trade rumors last year, but he didn't get traded, and he's still in Columbus. So yeah, a lot of young goalies are good for their teams, and I think Ronta's going to give new blood like Rick Tocchet is to the Coyotes. A new top pairing defenseman that could play with OEL. If you look at OEL's previous partners, Luke Schenn for the majority of last season, Connor Murphy, sometimes Yandel on the power play. I always thought OEL and Yandel played awesome together. And even though Hjalmarsson's not a Yandel type player, I think him and OEL going to be a massive upgrade to the Coyotes back end. There's friends off the ice, going to be friends on the ice, both Swedish, both high caliber defensive players. And we also have a number one centerman. It's no longer Hansel. Hansel's not going to be taking faceoffs this year for the Coyotes, which is going to be a strange sight to see. We got a taste of it last season, but now that we're going to have Derek Stepan as our veteran centerman with Dvorak behind him and Strome learning from Stepan, who knows? We'll find out in the next season when Tyson Nash and Matt McConnell give their thoughts on the trades the Coyotes made this year. You got a bunch of other young players that aren't even rookies. You got Dvorak, Perlini, Kraus entering their sophomore seasons. Chikrin also, but he'll be injured. Don't know for how long yet, but hopefully he's back. He's going to flourish into a great defenseman. And you got Domi and Duclair, the Killer D's, which didn't really have much airtime last season, but they're going to come back this season, and they're going to bring that flashiness and skill level they had in the rookie seasons in this season. And it's going to be glorious to watch. Even Max Domi, he's going to break out as one of the NHL darlings. You know, people following him on Snapchat and Instagram. He's such a fun character, him and his dad. And, you know, he's a pest. He gets under your skin, sort of like Marchand, but not as dirty. I hope. We'll see. People don't really complain about him as much as they do as Matthew Tkachuk. So I think Domi's going to be one of those NHL players. People love to know what he's up to, and you know, they're going to see him a lot on the highlight of the night reels for SportsCenter. So Domi's going to be a new face in the league, I bet, next season. And it's his contract year, so if he wants money, he's got to play his butt off. I think that's it for me. Hopefully you guys are sharing the same excitement I am. Just seeing those guys put on that sweater again and hitting the ice, and so many new faces and so many eyes on the team this year. I think it's going to be really great, and the Coyotes fans deserve a lot of optimism entering this season, and hopefully it doesn't come crashing down. That's it for me. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your support.